All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Portal Pod. I am Dragon Hunter, and I'm here with my co-owner and co-podcast manager. Today, been a bit of a slow news week, but we'll see what we can do to keep you entertained. Portal, what has been happening? What is the notable things this week?
Well, there's been no good news for any Star Wars, Batman, or Marvel fans, but I got some weird news for everyone. So I think you guys should definitely stay tuned. We got a couple rumors from some Lego designers about future stuff to come, and there was a whole bunch of fake leaks. So if you saw a leak this week, it probably wasn't real. But I think the thing we should honestly start with is the Lego housing line that they just put out. I'm not sure if you've seen this, but Lego just put out a bunch of really big Lego bricks that you can use as like tables and shelves and stuff.
I haven't seen that at all, but that sounds like something I'm going to need for my apartment at some point in time when I get one.
They are really cool. I'm like, I wish I'd waited to do my shelves because they're like giant like 1x4 plates kind of that you just hang up and it looks like it's like a Lego brick. It's kind of cool. A lot of people are making fun of them, but as long as they can support like a good amount of weight, I think they look really good. They're floating shelves too, which is the best kind of shelf.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I think it really ties everything together. They're like wood and they like aren't painted, so they're kind of wood colors, which is interesting. But I think it works out.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I can imagine a shelf in like neon orange Lego brick, I feel like the wood shelves would probably blend in, even if the sets themselves that you'd be displaying on there aren't the most dull colors. I feel like having it a shelf that was like bright yellow or something like that might even take away from the sets because they're not as much popping off a more dull background.
I totally agree. I just sent you a picture of them. You can see they also have what appears to be like a custom window. I'm not sure how you're supposed to use that unless you're like building a house, maybe. And then they also have these studs that I think can hold stuff. So it's quite the collection, to say the least.
Dang, they look like just small bricks when you look at them, but I guess they're pretty big. The shelf looks nice, and the studs are an interesting choice. I'm curious if they can go on other things or if they're just like cup holders, sliders, or a paperweight or something like that. And the window idea is interesting, but I feel like you wouldn't be able to see the stud if it was like an actual window because it wouldn't be sticking out that far.
That's a good point. I wonder if it's like those shutters that just kind of like pop out and
Oh,
get in the
maybe
way.
that'd be pretty cool.
That would be definitely interesting. I would love to see someone use those to kind of know what they're supposed to be done with. But everything else, especially the drawers and the shelf, I think looks really good. I do like
Yeah.
these neutral colors. Although I wouldn't be
Overall, it's
against, like you said, a neon yellow brick or something.
yeah, they're just good colors. I think they could go well in any home. And for a person who doesn't know Lego, they're not like a pocket or tongue-in-cheek reference. They're not anything that really like you'd have to get the joke. They're still decent furniture, but the fact that they're Lego just adds to it instead of taking away, I would say.
I agree. I don't think if you're like a non-Lego fan, you're gonna walk into someone's house and be like, "Oh, yuck, that is just horrible looking." Because I mean, they look nice. They're wood. Who doesn't love wood?
Exactly.
I think secretly this is setting up Lego's replacement, and they're gonna move away from plastic and go to wood bricks again. For sure. Definitely
Oh,
what's going to
that
happen.
would be so bad.
Imagine stepping on a Lego brick and getting a splinter at the same time. I'm just saying.
Oh, why? And the wood bricks would be so more brittle. You're like, oh, look at my new Bionicle. And I popped the ball joint off. What am I supposed to do now?
Lego dropping to a whole nother level. Could you imagine the minifigure moving parts? That'd be
Oh,
horrible.
geez, can you imagine the fire hazard that they'd be?
Oh my god. Starting a fire while filming a stop motion. The
Don't have a
trains.
heat lamp,
The
and
electric trains.
your entire like display room is just a tinder box. Like I get it that the normal Legos would probably like melt in a fire because they're plastic, but these would just freaking explode because it's a lot of air and a lot of thin wood. That would be nasty.
Well, could you imagine like the Lego trains that are electric? Just all that friction of wood against wood. would likely
Oh,
start a fire, honestly.
probably the whole, oh geez, what's it called? Bowen, I don't know. It's the Boy Scout thing with the move it back and forth and it turns the stick.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is a hard thing to describe.
the
There's a
one where you, like, take
technical
your
term for it.
bandana.
Yeah, something like that. It's two sticks. One has a string around it that's wrapped around the other one. So when you move it, it tensions it back and forth, and the friction made by the spinning starts a fire. And of
You know what?
course, it's the most ridiculously hard thing to do ever.
I remember on some school field trip, they taught us how to do that, and some kid actually was able to do it, and recess was, like, not great after that. This
Oh no!
this kid was just able to make fire. It was amazing.
When was this? Was
I think
this?
I think it was before I moved. It was very odd. I don't remember it quite well. I think this is a real thing that happened.
Hold on. If it's recess, that means it was elementary school.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
yeah, for sure.
Oh my goodness. I thought the worst thing we did in elementary school was pull out a ridiculous amount of clay from the ground and put it in our lockers. Then there's just a young arsonist in training.
Well, I feel like the thing you don't do on a field trip is teach a bunch of random kids how to make fire.
You'd think, but on three different field trips, I learned how to start a fire with flint and steel. And
That's like the number one thing. Like, "Oh, how do we get teachers to come back to this place?" Fire.
fire. Well, the big part about flint and steel is it's so ridiculously hard to do that you wouldn't be able to start an effective fire with it anyways. And the components are more expensive than just buying a little lighter.
I know, right? It's like it surprises me so much in our science class. We only use flint and steel to light stuff. And it's like no one knows how to use it. And it's so expensive because we burn through them because we don't know how to use them correctly. Just get
I
one
will
lighter.
tell you, it has come in handy because after multiple years, like field trips, recreational activities, summer camp, I can start a fire with flint and steel, but only under the best conditions, which is char cloth. Like, I can't imagine trying to start it with dry grass or paper. Even that is just sketchy.
See, they don't do this in California because one mess up and it's like you got the whole state on fire again.
Well, spontaneous combustion, leaves piled on top of each other that are so dry that the heat is enough to light them on fire. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
when you jump in a leaf pile in the middle of it's hot, imagine that, but big in a forest. Just
Imagine
whoosh.
imagine being in that leaf pile as it suddenly combusts.
Oh man, it was a friendly day of fall cleanup until it went
Until it wasn't.
horribly wrong. Oh, worst family pictures ever.
Oh my gosh. You'd get that photographer too that just keeps snapping pics.
Help me get my child out of the middle of the pile of burning leaves. This is an
Say
amazing.
cheese!
Hey, jeez. Here, Dad, come give me bunny ears so he looks at me and smiles instead of screaming in terror.
Oh
There's a
man.
strong chance that we'll cut this section about a child being brutally burned out of the portal pod because this went darker than we expected it to. All
Dragon brought
because
it
of
up, so it's
Lego.
staying in.
Oh no.
I'll
All
just
because
cut
of
out my involvement.
wooden bricks.
Oh, yep. This is I think honestly Lego's the real menace here. Giving Lego bricks to
Exactly.
children. Or wooden bricks to children, sorry. Just a little off topic. Just a little off topic.
Just a little bit.
We also Lego kind of spoiled themselves recently. They posted a picture of all the Lego Disney princesses in mini dom form, and in that lineup was Pocahontas, who we've not gotten a Lego set for. So Pocahontas set coming up in the future, maybe. She hasn't been in movies in a long time, but I guess it's a cool kind of character to get. I would love her in minifigure form, but I guess mini doll is the best it's going to be.
Heck yeah. I'm
Oh yeah.
curious to see what the set if hold on. I'm losing brain function here. What the set would be because I definitely watched the Pocahontas movie at some point as a young child. Whether or not I remember any like Legoable scenes, like I don't feel like there's much that they could do per se.
I'm looking at like the Pocahontas movie real quick. There's that one scene with a canoe, so like maybe a canoe. Other than that, I mean, it's just kind of like nature.
Yeah, I think they could do the big like grandfather tree thing too. That's the only thing that came to mind for me. Maybe
Oh,
like a
that'd be a
mix
good
of
one.
those. But
It
honestly, I don't know.
it could just be like one of those small like $10 sets with a tree that they like half built. Honestly,
Probably. Let's be honest, it's Lego.
yes, unfortunately. But I guess if that set sells well, maybe a bigger tree in the future. Oh
Big
my gosh.
tree.
The in some unfortunate news, the Hogwarts Icon Set, which was like the giant what's Harry Potter's bird? Snow White? No. Oh man.
Head
Hedwig. Yes, Hedwig.
the owl.
Yeah, the
Did you just
owl.
the bird a Disney princess name of Snow White?
Well, isn't this it's called like a snowy white owl. Isn't like that the type?
It is a
Maybe?
snowy owl, yes.
Oh man. I was kind of close. Unfortunately, this this set is going to be delayed until September 15th, as opposed to September 2nd. So, quite unfortunate. Not much else to say about that one, other than I totally butchered the name. Any thoughts on that?
No, not really. I don't think I got too hyped up about it. The only thing I really got hyped up about is you trying to guess what the owl's name was.
I actually really like the golden minifigure display in this set. I feel like that should have been a separate gift with purchase because the set itself is really cool, but I don't care $120 worth about it. So, oh
Was it
well.
official leaks or where we discuss leaks?
This was in New Banana Leaks channel. It's like
Oh,
way up
that's interesting.
because people talk a lot in this one. Yeah, it's like it was announced and then it got delayed. So kind of interesting. In more delayed news, the Lego Star Wars game, which has been extremely delayed, the producers are now supposedly making a Lego Infinity Saga game, which I don't know why they're starting a new game because honestly, this Lego Star Wars game was supposed to come out like 2 years ago. But if you're an Infinity Saga fan, by 2046, that game may be out. Who knows?
It
Are you
hasn't.
hyped for these?
Not really. I sort of fallen off from the Lego games because I have so many games that I've gotten into and are midway through, and then I just start another game. It's like, oh yes, I should probably finish some of these. So I'm trying not to get into any more campaign games.
Oh
But
yeah, I know what you mean.
you know,
I was a big
Infinity Saga of delays.
Oh, for sure. I was a big fan of the first 2 Lego Batman games, and then I feel like and, like, Indiana Jones, and then I feel like they allowed characters to talk, and it kinda went downhill for some reason.
Ooh, yikes! Yeah, I always preferred them not talking because it added a bit more comedic aspect, and also it also added this sort of allowing you to interpret the story in your own way as well.
Totally agree. Supposedly, the Skywalker Saga game will have the option to turn voices off and replace it with, like, the "ha, ho, ha" thing. What a great
Exactly.
soundbite. Yep. Oh, man. And then, I mean, we got a little other news. The Barcelona gift with purchase is coming out somewhat soon. I think this is a really cool set, honestly. Unfortunately, I think it's only if you buy the stadium, which is too bad. But it's got 4 Barcelona fans. It's got the wheelchair piece, which is amazing. It's got these Barca flags. It's got this like Barcelona chocolate bar, I think. I'm not quite sure about that one. But it's a really cool looking gift with purchase.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm sort of falling off with the gift with purchases because very rarely are they like good, and when they're good, like the sailboat was awesome. That's $200, and now this whole Mixo set that we were getting hyped about isn't even a set; it's a gift with purchase. Purchase.
Okay. Time to
Yeah.
go on a rant. Dragon just segmented us to the
All
rant part
right.
of this because this is where we're going to drag out the time. So, obviously, a lot of people the last 2 weeks have been commenting and DMing me on our Mixel stuff about like, when are we going to make another Mixel video? When are we going to make another Mixel video? It is coming now. There is going to be a huge, huge, huge Mixel video. There's actually going to be 3 Mixel videos coming out in the future. because there's 3 different
Hey,
discussion
yeah.
points. Because Wikipedia had some info about a reboot, which I think is fake, so I kinda wanna go over that. And then we got this gift with purchase, which started this whole, like, Mixel debate about, "Oh, are they coming back?" And after all that, this is a $50 gift with purchase, which means I'm not going to be getting it right away. So that's disappointing. I'm still gonna try to get 3 or 4 of them on eBay because I don't think this will sell for a lot afterwards. So I'm hoping I can get 3 or 4 in like a bulk deal, maybe for like $20. But we'll see how lucky I am. Um, I can't believe Lego would do this to me. Dragon, any thoughts on this?
No, it's disappointing. I don't think they understand how profitable of a line Nixels was and how pioneering it was, because that was where we got small ball joints, and that was amazing. They've been used in the majority of all sets. Like I would say over 50%, if not 75% of sets have at least one tiny ball joint connection. Like it's just such a good structural aspect. And then they canceled the line that originated it. And it might have been just like they ran out of ideas, which is fine. That's when you start taking suggestions from the community for themes and that stuff. And then you just sort of put your ideas into it. It's not that hard.
Totally agree. Also, most of the themes were just colors, and I don't feel like they ran out of colors. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, purple. We're gonna give them ones," and it was like everyone loved it. So I feel personally attacked by this because the set was not supposed to be a gift with purchase. I'm pretty sure. And then like there's all this excitement on our channel, obviously, about it. And then Kohl's was supposed to sell it. Kohl's never got any, so they weren't able to sell it. And now it got delayed. Lego like erased it from the site, and now it's just back as a gift with purchase. And it's like not even the only gift with purchase. There's another one that you can like choose one or the other. So,
I swear,
oh,
this was announced a year ago. We talked
for
about
real.
it a year ago and just nothing for an entire year. What the heck was going on?
Yeah, as we're talking about this, I'm gonna try to scroll down and see when I posted that original video because that was forever ago, and we posted that like months after it got announced. So that original video, oh my gosh, it was so long ago. 10 months ago. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, it's been pretty much a year since this thing came out. The video was like 8 or 9 months ago. It got announced 10 months ago. So what happened? That's the real question. Did like Lego realize it was going to be a Mixels reboot maybe and shut it down? Not to throw conspiracies out, but I'm just saying someone's shutting down Mixels. Oh,
I
I'm
don't
so
know.
disappointed.
Weird.
I was so hyped. I was actually gonna buy 4 of this set because I wanted to keep one sealed and I wanted to build each of the Mixels so I could do like a combination thing video. And that'll still come out eventually, unless this gift with purchase is worth a lot for some reason. Imagine it going for like 80, 90 secondhand.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Lego coin time.
Oh my those Lego coins. I should have gotten them
The
all. I know I say
Mixels
this
will be
every
the new Lego coin.
yeah, for real. Man,
We're
I
gonna
should
make
have gotten
a
those Lego coins.
we're gonna put a bingo out on the official or the official Portal Master Disco. Whoa. The official
Portal
Portal
Master
Master
Disco. Portal Master
the
Disco.
official Portal Master Discord. And it's gonna be a bingo card that you can do each portal pod with stuff like dragon messes up words. Portal oh, what did you just do that made me think about this? Portal goes
What
on
did
a
I do?
rant. Lego's dumb. I don't know. What were we just talking about? It was pixels.
We were ranting about Mixels, the fact that they're not sets anymore. I rant a lot, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, Portal regrets not buying the coins.
Oh my gosh, I should have bought the coins for real though. Like I'm
Exactly.
By the way, if you love this kind of stuff and want to watch more clips, we are on Instagram now at the Real Portal Pod. Next week we're gonna shout out all of the followers on that account as it's fresh new. So go follow. Why not? Sounded like such an imported ad break, but that happened in real time. Oh man. You got any other? Oh, I got actually a little more news. Um, Supposedly the Home Alone set. Is it Home Alone? No Way Home? No, Home Alone. That's the one with the kid, right?
Yes, it is. No Way Home is
Yeah.
the Spider-Man.
Thank you. Thank you. One I'm super excited about, one I loved as a kid, and I haven't seen in like forever. But I feel like those movies didn't age well. I haven't seen them, so I don't know. But
Another bingo square. Portal doesn't know what to call something or the correct name for
Dragon's gonna just we're gonna black out the whole board on this one Portal pod.
it. The bingo. But all the squares are free squares because we're very predictable people.
Oh, for sure. We secretly have like 8 points that we go over every pod, and we just like change what we're talking about slightly.
The center square. Lego makes a bad business decision in releasing certain lines. That's the free square.
Anyway, the No Way Home house. No Way. The Oh my gosh, the
Home Alone.
home. Thank you. The Home Alone house is now rumored to have a van included with it. I don't know where this rumor came from. Actually, I do. It came from Tandon Bricks. But what an odd rumor. I mean, cool, I guess. It seems like a waste of a piece count because the set's only going to be $100. But
Ooh,
yeah,
that's pretty low for a house.
I know, right? Especially one that's supposed to have like a really good interior.
Yeah. How how are they gonna even do that with 100 pieces? That's a $10 set.
No, 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 no,
And
no. $100, not 100 pieces.
oh, I'm an idiot. Okay.
Put that on
Thousand
the bingo
pieces
square.
is much better for an interior of a house. Dragon doesn't have a brain. Also a free square.
As long as they don't make the house really big and the interior is like 4 studs long, which I feel like might happen.
There's also a chance that they do it the right way, which is make all the different traps from the movie and just sort of like a sequence type thing. That's how you do this.
Oh, like a
But
bunch of
again,
rooms.
yeah, just a bunch of rooms. But also, free square in the middle, Lego doesn't make correct decisions.
Honestly, we should just add a square on the bottom right for Lego just miscoloring a set because I feel like that happens a lot too. Random appearance. I'm just still I don't know. Lego miscoloring stuff is so bad. Like, random addition.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also got Matthew Ashton. Yeah, Matthew Ashton, the designer of the Everyone is Awesome set. One of my favorite Lego designers right now, honestly. This guy is just a legend. But he says he has another design Lego set that is going to be revealed in 2 to 3 weeks. Supposedly, this is the Queer Eye Netflix set, which is supposed to be really cool. I haven't watched the show, but I am pretty hyped for this set because I don't think we've got a Netflix original set before. Have we?
Yeah. We got the Stranger Things set.
Oh, that's a good point. And the poly bag.
And the poly
Shoot.
bag.
Why have we not gotten Umbrella Academy? Honestly.
The IKEA Mafia. Oh,
Yes, that's the set I want. Is the IKEA Mafia.
the best
I
line in the entire series. Just you just don't expect it at all. Do you want to sit here or do you want to wait till the IKEA Mafia gets back?
You know what? Now that I think about it, I guess the show's a little violent for Lego. A little. But
Perhaps.
they perhaps, yeah. But I would still love to see it nonetheless. But
Yeah.
yeah, Matthew Ashton, amazing creator, has a new set coming out, revealed pretty soon. And I mean, that's all the new news. I think we're going to kind of transition into segments and speculations. Dragon, you got anything else?
No, not really.
I I put you on this every
Oh
week. I'll go
no.
through like I have like a list of all the news comes out. I'll go through all of it, and then I'll like specifically target Dragon. Like, hey, anything else? I definitely didn't just
Another
go through everything. on our shared list.
That's where Portal Master, who gathers all the information, asks Dragon if there's anything he missed.
You know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna go over all the news other than like one like obscure little piece, and then I'll be like, "Oh, Dragon, what you should have said is yes, there is one more. It's this little thing. The red one by Stud. The red stud is going to be in the new Lego Dragon set. How could you miss
And
that?
now that you've told me this, I have to figure them out so that whenever you ask me it, I can get you on point.
Oh man, that's gonna be the newest challenge. You want to segment into our first repeating segment to ever come on the show, I think, which is two lies and a truth.
Indeed.
All right. So how many should we do this week? I guess is the real question.
What?
You
Sorry.
want to go one each, three each?
Oh,
How many
uh-huh.
do you have? That's the real question.
Zero.
Zero. Oh my gosh.
Did not
Dragon
prepare.
Dragon has about 60 seconds to come up with something.
Uh, 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 Good luck. This is going to be a test of how well you know me.
Oh no. Oh no. Lego related. Lego related. We'll do 1-1 this week.
Oh, no, it'll be all Lego related, but it's how well you know my collection. All
I'm
right.
gonna say pretty well because I've seen it as it was all dropped. So I'm gonna go with pretty well. If only we had that on
Ah,
video.
that was a big oof. All right.
That'd be such a great video though. Gotta do it again.
I have all of the Ultra Agent sets. I have collected all of the Nexo Knights Wave 4 line and this last one.
Here comes
Ooh,
the lie. What's the last one?
I'm trying to figure it out. Hmm. The skill that I have developed the most in all of my building is piece separation.
Oh, that's like totally opinion. Okay, you know what? I can go through this. We built for like 5 hours last month, and you did not separate your pieces. So I'm gonna go with that's a lie. And I'm gonna go with we were just talking about Next to Nights last week. You said you had all of theme, I think 1 and 3, but 4 you said you wish you got more sets from. I think. And Ultra Agents, I remember us talking about multiple occasions how you have every Ultra Agent set. So Ultra Agents is the truth.
No, because I'm missing
What?
one Ultra Agent set, one very
No.
specific one that I
What
never
set are
got.
you missing?
I never got this set. It's
Oh no,
you.
the one I have.
Yeah,
No. Oh my
the
gosh.
portal
Shoot.
laboratory. You
I should
see,
know that.
the only I know, I was wondering if you get that. The only
No.
wave that I have the entirety of is wave 4 of next week,
No.
because that is
Oh my
the
god.
complementary wave for season 2 of the Rock Monsters. Because I did not get all of the original ones. All right, well, let's see if you
Dang
can
it.
top it.
Wait. Oh my. I should have known that's the one you don't have too, because we talk about that a lot.
Yeah, we
Shoot.
do. I thought that was going to be an easy one.
That's why you never have my sig fit. Shoot. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold up. Hold up.
Now, now Portal's got to make up personal questions so he can beat me at my own game.
No, I got ones prepared. You're not gonna get this one. It's not even personal. It's harder than personal. It's not personal this time. Ooh, that's a good tagline. Um, okay,
It's
Lego.
nothing, kid.
Okay, here's the first one. Everything is Awesome is Lego's official theme song in America. Lego's founder is distantly related to Mark Zuckerberg, like distantly. And 6 2x4 Lego bricks can be combined in more than 915 million ways. Where's my water bottle?
Six
Gone.
2x6s.
6 2x4s.
6 2x4s?
Yes.
Are we talking illegal techniques as well?
Only legal.
Hmm. This is a thing from Clutch Powers. There was a the Clutch Powers movie has a thing about 2x4 bricks as stairs. So that's the one I'm going to go as with the truth.
What?
Did I get it right?
Yes.
Oh, you fool. You do
Bro,
not
I
understand
I
how
love that
much.
movie and I do not remember that. Oh my
Yeah, it's
gosh.
it's like, oh, geez, I forget what the scene is about, but it's about 2x4 bricks and like how much you can spiral them or something like that.
So out of the four I've asked you and the one you've asked me, you've only lost one. And I've lost the other four. Oh my gosh. I gotta step up my game before we get stakes on this thing. This is not good.
5% success rate, Portal, and you're at a 0%.
I just like to say, in about 20 seconds, Dragon picked better questions than I did in like 2 hours. So I think that shows obviously that I should be winging this in the future. Man, I oh man, that's not great. That is not great. Dang it. Okay, well, man. Should we move into our next segment?
We kind of fit. Helps your pride a little bit.
It is going to help my pride because this is opinion based, so I can't lose. And that's the real secret. Wow, I cannot talk today. I think we already had that on the thing though. I'm
No, it's
pulling up
I
some
can't talk
houses.
on there.
You can't talk.
Also,
Oh,
keep in
okay.
mind, if I have the opinion that the sky is green, that is an incorrect opinion, so I could lose on that. So I think you're
Oh,
wrong with that.
okay.
The sky
I
is only
like.
green sometimes when there's aurora borealis.
Oh man. All right. So, you want to explain this segment or should I?
You should, because I know the bare minimum about it.
Yeah, I've explained it to you in like all of 10 seconds. Okay. So, I'm like doing this as I'm pulling up the third image because I can't find a picture of it. We got three different living situations for man. That one like really sucks pixelation wise. We got we got three different
Fine, the
living
viewers don't have to
situations.
do this.
We got three different living situations in official Lego sets. I know if you're listening on Spotify or YouTube, obviously you won't be able to see. I will edit them in on our Instagram at the Real Portal Pod, so maybe check that out. But we're gonna explain these to you, and they're from pretty well-known sets. And these are all official Lego sets that minifigures are supposed to live in. And we're gonna rate the living situations. We're gonna start with the most recent of these, which is the Lego Police Station apartment. Pretty bare. Only a couple details. There's a cassette player and there's a bed. And if you lift up the bed, there's actually a hole to the donut shop inside. The big thing about this one is there's no toilet or anything. So, Dragon, how do you feel about this living situation?
Well, if you ask me, the fact that his bed is hinged could be seen as a positive or a negative, depending on how rolly you are and depending on how unbalanced the bed is. Because getting teeter tottered off your bed is not a fun experience, especially if you're a rolling person, unlike me. The fact that he can just yoink donuts from under his bed at any time he wants could be seen as a plus. And on the fact of no bathrooms, college dorms don't have bathrooms, and I would say there's probably a bathroom somewhere that he could use. So
He's
it's
got a hole.
really
He's got a hole in the floor.
that's for taking donuts from the donut shop below. Are you suggesting that he just poops onto the donuts?
Well,
Because
I'm
I think it's
suggesting it could
just
have two
positive.
uses.
No, they know who you are because you'd be directly above them. It's like, who pooped on this? Oh, wait, it's the very obvious hole in the ceiling that goes to the only room above the donut shop.
You may have a
Just
good
go
point
use a
there.
outhouse. I would
You may have a good
say
point there.
completely forgetting the idea of pooping into a donut shop from under your bed. It's how much you value the walk either to go get donuts on your own, but not have to walk long for the bathroom, or to not have to walk long for the donuts, but to have to walk a little bit longer for the donut or the bathroom. And personally, I would say on a scale of 2 to 7, this is probably a 4
Oh
for
my
me.
gosh.
Maybe maybe a 3 because I think I'd prefer the bathroom in my room rather than donuts under my bed.
What
But
a
I mean,
world we
hey,
live in that you can't have both donuts and a bathroom.
think think about it this way: you're lifting up your bed, which is the exercise to work off the donut. So you just it balances out.
Okay, I got three problems with this room. One, imagine rolling off the bed, sleepwalking, and falling into the hole.
I have a counter to that. Are
Oh,
you
okay.
telling me you sleep lifted up the bed and then fell in the hole?
No, when you
Because
rolled off the bed, the hinges lifted the bed up.
I don't think that's possible with the type of lever it is. Because I think it's a second. Oh, hold on. I don't remember what class levers are. So people who actually still doing, I don't know, ninth grade science are going to roast me about this. But if I'm not wrong, it's a second class lever. So even if you did roll out of the bed, depending on how the bed was manufactured, I don't think you'd get enough momentum to completely either flip it to a point where it got past that point where it just fall back down, or even like sleepwalking over and sleep lifting it. The amount of exertion I feel like would wake you up.
Well, so
But
here's my second point that connects to that. I think the bed is made poorly because look at those ugly covers.
what?
They're
What do
they're,
you
they're
mean?
like they're like an ugly color. Like I don't know why. Like it looks good, but like it doesn't match like the gray, if you know what I mean.
It's sand green portal.
Which is my favorite Lego color, but it doesn't work in this one. It
Okay.
doesn't work.
What color are the sheets on your bed?
Dark red and dark blue.
Dark red, dark blue.
Yep.
Are they any
And
vibrant
white.
colors?
Yeah, white.
White is not a vibrant color.
Well, compared to
White is
dark red and dark blue, it is. It's
yeah.
like the
He's got
American
white on
flag
his.
colors.
He's got white on his bed too. He's got dark and light.
Well, sand. He's got sand and light.
Okay, what color would you rather his bed be?
Any other color. Nope, I shouldn't have said
Almost
that.
any
No,
bed.
most colors would be worth. You know what? Okay, okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll say dragons convinced me. I don't like that the floor is different colors and for some reason is like weird, but I like this. I like this room. I'll take it. My biggest downside is the hole and the lack of a bathroom, I think. And the fact that you have to use stairs to get up to it.
Well, is the set cut in half to reveal the backside of the building?
No, you can lift up the floors. You have to actually use a fire escape to get into this room.
Hold on, I'm gonna need to see the picture of the set so I can understand its construction.
I got you. Wait, actually, this set doesn't have a fire escape. Oh yeah, there's ladders in the back. Hold on. Here's the back of the set. The purple room is the apartment.
Okay, so does it have a back? Oh,
Yeah.
it does have a back. Okay, so you have to like remove the floors to get into it. Okay, yeah,
Yes.
I would say the realism of a Lego set is somewhat lost with the amount of room they have to work with if there's no doors.
True. There's one door.
Make like the Urukai and get some more door.
Oh gosh. That was almost good.
Man, it really sucks not being the video editor to add fake laughs in after my bad puns because Portal is going to add crickets after that one.
Oh, now that you mention it, I think I just might have to.
Uh,
I'll just extend that silence by a bit. Add some really loud
oh
crickets.
no. A whole 20 seconds of awkward silent extra.
Gotta extend the pod somehow. So, yeah, I'd say house not the best. But let's move on to our next one, which is the classic town Legos. I actually built this on our first or second stream. It is a blue house with a red roof. It is missing the back wall. It is only supported by a couple of support beams, and it has a nice little fireplace. The top room is a bedroom, the bottom room is a kitchen and a lounge. It looks really nice. Dragon, what are your thoughts?
This is, I think, peak classic sets. This is just such that vibe of very distinct colors on distinct colors with a very simplistic shapes. I feel like I love the new city sets, but man, some of these classic sets were just such a vibe. And this house is no different. Like you got that cool little mailbox in the front, some nice flowers that we don't see a lot of, just like a lawn in most city sets nowadays, especially in the houses.
For
Got
real.
a nice wall, cool, lots of mugs. I always approve of mugs because I have a lot of like most of the sets that I have bought are assembled, but I also inherited my dad's Lego sets, which were a lot of classic stuff, and those aren't as assembled. So I have a lot of those mugs, and I like that piece a lot.
Oh,
I
me
think
too.
overall, for I gotta go with the classic rating for this one. So on a scale of 1 out of 8, this is a 7.
I don't feel like that's a classic rating, but I'll give it to you. I also really like this set. I agree. The classic look of it and the lawn is just amazing. I absolutely love like the kind of pizza oven they got. And the fact that they actually have a mailbox, they actually have a kitchen, a lounge room and a bedroom. I do really like those glasses. I like the little umbrella
Yeah.
design. So I'd give this, I'd say a solid like 8 out of 10. It could use a back wall because, the breeze might get in and people can kind of rob you pretty easily. But I'd say overall, pretty amazing living
It's a beach
situation.
bum. Just get a dog that's a very angry dog and just be in a hot place where you want the breeze. It solves all your problems.
True. Got to get
Never
the
mind that
three-headed dog.
involves training a vicious guard dog, as well as relocating your entire house from Minnesota or some cold northern state all the way down to like Florida or something like that.
Yeah, that's where you want a house with only with only 3 walls. I feel like that would fit right in, honestly. Florida man forgets 4th wall. Breaks 4th wall.
The man broke fourth wall so hard his house no longer has it.
Moving on to the last one. I apologize, Dragon, for the low quality image you're seeing, but, if you go to the @therealportalpod, you'll see a very nice high quality image. But what do we think of this one? This is like the mini modular creator set. It is the coffee house and the toy shop, and on top it has this nice kind of modern apartment looking thing on the very top right.
Hmm, it's pretty cool looking. I'm curious at what like the side ladders are. If those are like window decoration, are they bars because the kid in the room is grounded? Is it some totalitarian regime? Why do they have ladders on the side of their house? Because it certainly isn't a fire escape. Because the only escape you're going to when the ladder goes inwards is the life escape.
Well, as is
I
the
think
Lego City set, I'd say it's probably not a dictator regime. I'd say it's probably window decoration.
Lego City is secretly under extreme totalitarianism. Uh,
Hey,
no. Hey, is that an anti-state propaganda I hear you saying?
quickly, build the AK-47.
Quickly, build the Lego tank in the gulag to secure the dissident. Uh-oh. Another square on bingo. Portal pods banned in China.
I think the real trick is how many countries can we get banned in?
You know that video of the Animaniacs character going over all the countries of the world?
Oh yeah.
That plays
Oh.
on the YouTube's algorithm of no. Honestly, back completely walking the 4 miles into the woods and back onto the road that we strayed into. Uh, this house looks like a pretty nice area. You've got coffee shop right below you. You got food. You got and it's probably a good area with the amount of things that are being grown. Like there's a lot of plants, but also the one downside I see is the stoplight. Now, uh, to go on yet another tangent, yesterday I was driving with one of my friends, or rather, we were both driving in separate cars because we had to go to different places. But I drove up to him at an intersection. We stopped. He had the right of way because it was a green light, and someone started slowly turning. in the opposite side, and we're like, "What the heck are you doing?" And so he sort of tried to go forwards, and the guy kept going. He stopped, and when the other guy also stopped, so they're both stopped in the intersection because this idiot is trying to turn. And so my friend tries to go for it, and then the guy who's turning just full sends and starts honking. And imagine being the person who's living above that traffic light when random amounts of almost accidents, and just people who don't know how to drive and think that their horn solves all their problems is right outside your window. So honestly, pretty fire location. It's gonna take a point off for me from that perfect rating. So I'll give this on a scale of a 2 to 7. I'll give this a 7 because everything else is pretty good. It looks like good neighbors too.
Yeah, I think that's a good rating, especially like you said, great other than the traffic light. You got a great location with the toy shop, the coffee house. You also got the hot dog stand like right there. I'm gonna add that they also have an AC box, which means it is AC, and they have a solar panel on their house, which means they don't actually have to worry about like energy or anything. So that's obviously very nice. I'm a fan of those big red bars. Definitely not just because of the dictator regime joke. And I'd say, yeah, this is
Exactly.
a pretty great set. My one thing other than the stoplight, like Dragon said, is the sidewalk is super small. So you're gonna get hit by cars. But other than that, I'd say it's a solid 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I didn't even notice half the details because Portal sent me a mosaic painting. But now on second inspection, yeah, that's a pretty good location, especially that, man, those details of the solar panel and that AC box just really pull it together because it's just the little things that make the sort of more abstract sets just all the better.
It would have taken me like all of 3 seconds to pull up a nicer image. Is like what I'm just realizing. Like here you go. Here is a nicer image, Dragon. I know it's a little late, but there you go. That's
What?
what everyone on the Insta will see.
Oh,
It looks
why
so
is
much
it this
better.
hard? Oh, why could this have not been done? I can
Whoops.
actually see that the thing on the table is a croissant, not a brown lump. Oh,
Whoops.
well, too late now, but
I
not
think
too
that's
late for you, as in
yeah.
the people watching who should go watch on the Instagram Reels so you can see the pictures we're referring to instead of just being Portal sort of probably not making things up right now.
Oh, definitely not. This is a very real set we're talking about, probably. One of these times we'll make up a
Probably.
set, and everyone will wonder why we're disagreeing so much. But
No, we have completely different images of the sets, but they're both custom mocks that are closely themed like the Lego City. So they don't exist, but they sound like city sets, but also they're different sets.
oh man, I just closed the Safari tab I had up too, so I'm gonna have to like listen back to the pod and try to figure out what sets we were talking about. So that'll be fun. But that's that's all the news and segments I got. Anything you want to do, Dragon?
No, not really.
All right. That has been the Portal Pod. Definitely check out our Insta at the Real Portal Pod because for some reason at the Portal Pod was taken. So at the Real Portal Pod. We are also on Spotify. If you're watching anywhere, the link is in the description. Or check out the Insta. We got the link in our bio there for the Spotify. If you like to watch it on Spotify, it makes it a lot easier, obviously, because you can actually turn your phone off. And Spotify is built for podcasts. But I mean, if you like watching on YouTube, watch it on YouTube. That's all I got to say. Thank you guys for listening, and we will be back next Wednesday.